last week's message, I want to make a referral to that. I said I'd confirm whether a particular man said what he said in a periodical, and I have it right here in front of me, what Mr. Powell said in regards to the Roman Catholic Church and the Roman Catholic people. I'll read it. And I believe it was Mr. Powell, because it does say that we at Christian Witness Ministries are not opposed to individual Roman Catholics per se, and I personally believe that there are genuine Christians, but few, or albeit few, within the Roman Catholic Church, though I cannot understand how they can remain there long term within a church that engages in idol worship and the promotions and that promotes so many false, unbiblical doctrines, especially about Mary. So he believes that these people are Christians and born again, but they're in the Roman Catholic Church. I don't want to use Paul Sheehan's words and personal understanding, but I'm going to use the Word of God to prove that that cannot be. That cannot be. So let's go to Acts 19. Acts 19. And Mr. Powell, I'm believing it's Bill Powell, because it says, I personally believe. He heads up Christian Witness Ministries. I personally believe that genuine Christians. Now let's go to Acts 19 and the verse to start with is 18. And many who had believed in Jesus, the Christ, came confessing and testifying their deeds. Verse 19, also many of those who had practiced magic brought their books of magic together and burned them in the sight of all, and they counted up the value of these books, and it totaled 50,000 pieces of silver. So the word of the Lord grew mightily and prevailed. You see what the fruits were there of someone who believes. People who were tied up with magic and other gods, and just like the Roman Catholic system, people who have been tied up with such a system and church, and who are in such a church, and they really do believe, they come forward testifying and confessing the bad deeds they've done, and now the good deed that they have done by forsaking that, putting their gods, like I said last week in Joshua 24:15 forward to 28 or thereabouts, putting their gods behind them and subjecting their hearts, inclining their hearts to Yahweh, serving God and obeying God as we hear what He says through the established canon. No genuine Christian can be in the Roman Catholic Church, short term or long term. Because if you're born again, you're going to denounce all that stuff and you're going to walk away. The Spirit will grieve if you don't. And you might even grieve Him away. So I just wanted to clear that up. See, they're not really worshipping Jesus if that's the case anyway. As we read in Joshua 24, reference 29th of the 6th, 8th, our message back then. So we've sorted that, and that's the words of the man himself, or at least, Christian Witness Ministry. But then he singles it down to, I believe. There's genuine Christians in there. How can that be? How can that possibly be? It can't be.